YOLANDA, and I'm in the house. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, y'all? I just wanted to pop over here for a few minutes and say, hey, your girl tired, but that's how it is. How y'all doing? First off, y'all, we want to start off by wishing Henry a happy birthday. Jolia's husband, Henry, happy birthday, along with my daughter, whose birthday was Friday. Okay, look at all these birthdays showing up and showing out. IV, welcome. Thanks for coming in to the chat. So I decided to pop on here, and y'all, we about to get ready to get this trivia started. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes, and I'm gonna see who all pop in. Oh, two country girls, Yolanda. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey. Welcome, y'all. I'm glad y'all here. So, like I say, y'all come in, show a girl some love, hit that like button. We're gonna get ready to get this trivia started. Y'all know I do an hour or less. If y'all want to hang, that's all good. And welcome. I'm glad you was able to join, country girl. I'm glad you was here, Ivy. Ivy, you know what? I tried to leave a comment on that arch. Okay, so first of all, I was in that live, Ivy. That was me sitting in all those hearts in the 100. I was in the middle of doing something, so I couldn't comment, Ivy, but that was a good live. It was popping. How you did both the burgers. I was there the entire time. I'm sorry I didn't comment. I also did a recap on that bad boy. But I've been watching a lot of your stuff. I just can't comment. I think YouTube be messing with folks' comments. I'm gonna keep it real, Ivy. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I'm going there with it. But I just want you to know that was a good review that you did. Y'all get a chance, go over there and check out Ivy. Go over there and check out. He got a video. He got a live and a regular video. He's doing the little arch thing. You know, McDonald's got this arch, like this burger. To me, it just, like he said, if they would put the American cheese, vice the other cheese, and them little bitty patties, but everybody's got their own opinion. How he feel about it, somebody else might feel different. But he be putting out some good content. I see your shorts. I see a lot of your stuff. Sometimes I comment and I don't because YouTube be messing with people comments, y'all. So y'all be careful, okay? So we about to get, let me see who all up in the house. But that was a good review that you did. I had, like you ate half of, he said he gonna say the rest for dinner. Then he gonna do the other half and the other half. So he did an awesome job. I really like that review. All right, we got Tony, your man in the house. I'm in the house. Welcome, Tony. Tony is speaking to IV. Oh, we got Boss, we got Toya. I seen your video today too. I was able to catch up, but you did that. Talia, she did that spicy, the 2-time hot noodles spicy, and she did her little thing. She put all her little sauce on there. She did it. And she said it wasn't hot, but she had her milk on standby. Hope you're feeling better. But I checked that video out. I don't know if I left a comment, but hey, I do watch a lot of y'all's. But hey, welcome. So Ivy said, what's up, Tony, yo man. Shay, what's up, said, hi, Yolanda, welcome. Tony is speaking to Toya. We getting ready for trivia. Shay is saying, hey, what's up? IV said, no problem, IV. You know I love your cooking channel. You know I'm always on that page. Okay? And so Country Girl said, hello, boss lady. Everybody's speaking. Toya is speaking. She said, bruh. And everybody's just speaking. So you guys, we're going to get ready and get this trivia started. Y'all know I do like Jolie. I try to stay at an hour. But, and then you guys, you also, too, you know, even though the challenge is over, you guys, we still try to support people the best way that we can. We understand that you can't get to people's pages every day. I'm still making my rounds. I kind of took a break a few days. You know, I don't want to get all sad, but I lost my aunt. I was debating on a lot of things, but, you know, my name is Mary. May she rest in peace. She had just missed her 80th birthday coming up on March the 18th. So, you know, may you rest in peace, Mary. We love you. And to all my cousins, you know, if y'all in the chat, in the bushes, you know, my condolence. You know, that was my auntie. I know how it was when we came up. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about my Aunt Mary. So she has a lot of kids. We're going to talk about her one daughter that I ran with. And I remember one time we left, because, you know, I came up in California. And so we went to the movies, and she used to always tell us, don't let dark catch you. She said, if y'all come back here, you're not going to be able to get up in here. So I guess we didn't believe her. So we left. We took our little fast stuff, went on up to the movie theaters downtown. I think we go to San Francisco. We were somewhere over there. So we went to, and I can remember, we went to go see a movie called The Exorcist. If you guys can remember, it was a horror movie. So we go up in there to see this. And when we come out, How come it was pitch dark? Man, you should have seen us booking. We had to catch the BART, the AC, the bus, and then long story short, we beating on the door trying to get in. Mary, this is my aunt, the one that has to pay. May she rest in peace. This need to stay tonight here. We said, Mama, let us in, let us in. I said, Mary, we got to get in. We got tired. Do you know she did not open that door and did not let us in? We had to go to another aunt's house. But anyhow, me and my cousin was talking about that earlier. It was hilarious, though. I always remember that about her. So like I say, may she rest in peace. Boy, I tell you, my aunt was something else. But yeah, that she's in a better place. Like I say, she just missed her 80th birthday. She'd been 80 years old. Coming up on the 18th here. So okay, let's catch up with some of the chat. So boss lady, they're speaking. She's speaking to Tony Yeoman. It says use that milk to dip them cookies. You didn't use that milk to drink because you said it wasn't hot. If you guys get a chance, go over there and check out Toya. Toya's got a video where she did the 2 times hot challenge. Country Girl got a video that I had just checked it out. Tony Yeoman got a video he just put out. Ivy, I think everybody in here got some type of video. E-House, it says hello, welcome. Shay, it says, what you been up to, Yolanda? Busy this week? Yes, I have been. Like I said, I lost mine. I've been going through some stuff. Everybody just been lifing. That's what it is. Nighttime, everyone. Okay, welcome, Tim Gage. Welcome. Country Girl, welcome. It says, have my deepest. Oh, I appreciate that. I thank you. She was something else. But she's in a better place now. Sad part, she went into the hospital just for a regular procedure. And I tell you, boy, y'all got to really be careful. Shay says, it says, oh, damn, sorry to hear that. It says, my friend, oh, I appreciate that. My condolence. It says, I love to hear about that. Oh, yes. Yep. I appreciate that. I'm sending my deepest prayers. Condolence. I appreciate that. Say a prayer for all of her kids. And she has a lot of children. She has a good support. She lost one daughter some years ago. But beyond that, she hung in there. Yep. So, hello. How are you, boss lady? Still speaking. It says, always good to see you, Yolanda. It says, always good to see you, boss lady. She's talking to her. Everybody's still speaking. YouTube. Country Girl is putting the YouTube in the hearts. It says, be safe, travel. I appreciate that. Tony's prayers. I appreciate that. So, you guys, I'm going to flip this camera. We're going to get ready. And we're going to get this trivia started, y'all. Whoever stays in here, I appreciate that. And if you can stay, that's understandable. I know it is Sunday. A lot of people have to go to work. I forget the time change. I thought it was 6 something, but it is really 7 something. So I'm still catching up with that, and stuff. So it's what it is. So you guys bear with me. I'm still going through things. And it's just a little bit hard right now because I haven't really been on YouTube. If you guys don't know, I had lost my husband and, so we just celebrated his birthday and then his passing and then it just piling up. And I was like, this madness has got to don't get better. Hey, it's what it is. So, yeah. So, life just be life for everybody. You got to, keep on going. But, it's what it is. Okay, let's get this challenge started. For all you that's here, came in and gave me a like, I appreciate it. I'm going to flip the camera, you guys. I'm going to let y'all see. Well, it ain't much to see, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't got no good view for y'all to see, but I don't want y'all staring at me. So it says, it's been difficult keeping up. Yes, it is. It says, girl, I understand. Yes. And another thing, the more subscribers you get, the harder it's going to be to keep up. It says, I need my Wi-Fi back. It says, because this one phone is ghetto. It says, can't keep up with yes, it's very hard to keep up with everyone. Country Girl said yes. It says, really small. It says, go on going. Okay. Well, we'll flip the camera and we're going to start this trivia, y'all. Okay, it's not that good of a view, but I guess I can show you a little bit of something there. I guess whatever. So we're going to pop it up with this trivia. Y'all are just by. Let's get it started. Okay, here we go. It says, I understand, boss lady, because it's I am ghetto. Okay, you guys, let's get it started here. Let's start off with our first question here. All righty. What is the maximum speed allowed to drive in a parking area? If you're in a parking area where like people park their cars, does anybody know what is the maximum speed for a parking area? The parking speed. Does anybody know? Shay said 15. Ooh, Shay pretty close. Nope. Two Country Girls said 5. Nope. It's not 15 or it's not 5. What is the maximum speed allowed to drive in a parking area? Tony, your man said 2. Nope, it's not 2. The maximum speed to drive in a parking area. In a parking area. Let's see, maybe we can get a better view here. Shay said 12. Shay is the closest so far. What is the maximum speed allowed in a parking area? In a parking area. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple more guesses. What is the maximum speed allowed to drive in a parking area? And remember, you guys, no Googling. Shay said 20 miles. Nope, it's not 20. Hey, Tamika. Hey, love. Welcome. Welcome. So we started the trivia. So boss says it ain't 10. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Toya got it. And the question was, what is the maximum speed allowed to drive in a parking area? And Toya got it. Tony said 11. Nope. Toya got it. It is 10. The maximum speed is 10. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Okay. Pop all over the place. Let's continue on. Alrighty. Let's continue on. And everybody, I'll stop and read the chat here and there. Tony, your man said 11. It's not 11. Okay, let's continue on. Alrighty. Tell me, is this true or false? Can you be pulled over for driving too slow? Is it true or false? Can you be pulled over for driving too slow? Shay said true. Shay got it right. Country Girl got it right. She said yes. IV said yes. Everybody said yes. That is absolutely, whoever said it, Tamika Harris said yes. Boss Lady said yes. So the answer is yes. And what I asked was, can you be pulled over for driving too slow? And the answer is true or yes. That's because you are impeding traffic and you cannot drive that slow. You can be pulled over. Okay? Let's continue on. Which state has the highest speed limit? And what is that speed limit? Remember, no Googling, no phones, and no cheating, no laptops. And Toya said true. Texas, Shay got it right. It is Texas. Alrighty. Shay, you happen to know what that speed limit is? But Shay got it right. And the answer was, which state has the highest speed limit? And Shay said Texas, and it is Texas. Does anybody happen to know that speed limit in Texas? Texas has the highest speed limit in the U.S. Shay says, I think we did one before. Okay, we could have. I'm sorry. It says before, didn't we do 85? Yes, it was 85. And it's on Interstate 130. 130. Shay good, remember, because we did do it, but I totally forgot. But I don't think I had which interstate. It is Interstate 130. And Texas is the highest speed limit. Okay? Alrighty. Let's continue on here. It says, how many eggs does the average hen lay in 1 year? How many eggs does the average hen lay in 1 year? You know, hen lays eggs, okay? Shay said Texas. It says that we're doing, yes, it says, it's okay. It says, I just didn't want to call like a minute. Are you good? I might have repeated something, you guys. Hey, I apologize. So Tony, your man said 20. No. Shay said 185. Nope. And the question is, how many eggs does an average hen lay in a year? Shay said 185. Tony, your man says 20. Nope. No cheating, no laptops, no phones. How many eggs does the hen lay average per year? No cheating, please. So Shay said 150. Your man says 200. Nope. So far, Tony, your man is the closest. It says Toya. It says I ain't no hen. Girl. Henry said, hey, Yolanda in chat. Hey, Henry. You guys, let's pause this chat for a minute. It's the man himself. Henry is in the house. For you guys don't know, that is Jolea's husband. And today is Henry's birthday. He is in my post. If you guys go to my post, check out that awesome video that his wife did. So when you guys in the chat said, happy birthday to Henry. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, it is actually Henry's birthday, and his name is Henry, and today is his birthday, and Henry turned a sweet 16. No, I'm just joking. He ain't 6. I'm just playing. But at the end of the day, Jolea, that is his wife. You guys go check out my girl, my twin, Jolea. That is his wife. Go and check her page out if you feel the need. If you want to subscribe, that's fine. If not, but I also have that beautiful video in my post. If you guys when we end the chat, you can go over to my post, click on that video, and that's her doing that dedication, awesome video to her husband. And today is his birthday. It's your birthday, Henry. It's your birthday. So yeah, but go over there and check them out. Check them out. So everybody is saying happy blessed birthday, bro. It says Shay said happy birthday. It says crazy and your daughter have the same birthday today. My daughter's birthday was the 6th. Henry's is today, and then my aunt that's passed, hers was the 18th, and my sister-in-law's is the 17th. My other daughter's is the 29th. It goes on and on and on and on and on. All of these birthdays here. Happy birthday, Tony Yo Man says, Henry, happy birthday. Country Girl said happy birthday. Shout out to King Henry, happy birthday. It says, oh, we got Antonio in the house. Amber, it says, I thought Rooster laid eggs. Look at here, don't start now. I don't know who laid eggs. But we're going to get back on the eggs. Tamika said 100. Boss Lady said 1,005. That's way too many. Way too many. Way too many. So, it says, yes, happy birthday, King. Jolea said yes. And Tamika says, happy birthday, Pisces gang. And Tamika is in the house. I think Tamika, when is your birthday? Pisces, I think her birthday all month. I think she posted it. Jolea said, hi, chat. Yolanda, hey, Jolea. I see you didn't go live. I sure was up waiting, girl. I didn't have a low. Here it says, I lost a signal. You did. Okay. It says, Shay says, holy cow. It says, I bet you broke buying all of those gifts with so many birthdays. It's a hot mess, Shay, let me tell you. Mary, welcome. Thank you. Hey, Mary. It says, mine's is next Monday, 316 Pisces. Okay, so Mika's is right in there with my aunt. So Mika's is the 16th. And then we got the 17th with my sister-in-law. We got the 8th. We got all of these birthdays. Well, happy early birthday to you, Mika. Tony, your man, it says Mary. Okay, Toya says 225. Nope, Toya, you close. We're still trying to figure out how many eggs does a hen lay averagely. Hello, everyone. Hey, Mary. Everybody is speaking. Tony and Moina is speaking. Mary, hey, boo. Jolea is speaking. Henry says, I'm back now. Well, welcome back, Henry. Tamika says, it says, hey. Jolea is speaking to Tony Yo Man. Hello, Jolea. Mary is speaking. Tony Yo Man is speaking to Tamika. Hi, Mika. And Henry says Pisces. Pisces is definitely in the house. Who else is a Pisces up here? We got Aries this month too, because it's at the end of the month. So Tamika is speaking. Tony Yo Man, that's Mary is speaking. Hey, Tony, Tamika is speaking. It says Lay Dog. It says, can I have mod, please? It's my dream. I don't even know who you are. Let's come for a while. Let's continue to come. Come to my live. Let's continue, you guys. We gotta go on and get this done, because I'm like Jolea. I want to be done with this, y'all. Okay, how many eggs does the average hen lay in a year? Nobody has guessed it. It is 266. 266. Tamika said, hey, Jolea. Mary says hello. Henry said LOL. Jolea be on it. She be sticking to her hour, and I'm trying to get it down. So you guys, let's continue on. Let's continue on. Okay, Toya said 232. Nope, Toya, I had to put that answer out. Okay, Lay Dog said you liked. I appreciate the like. I appreciate that. The answer was 266. A hen lays 266 eggs in a year. Okay. Let's continue on. Okay. Okay. Which one of the U.S. presidents was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? Which one of our presidents was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? Does anybody know? The question was, which U.S. president was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? Grover Cleveland, nope. Clinton, nope. Martin Luther King Jr. No, Martin Luther King Jr. was not a president. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay. Ralph, we said Diddy. Okay, if y'all chose, you know what? Y'all don't knock nobody out, but I want to see where these trolls gonna go, because we got them in the house. I barely get trolls, but I want to rock with these trolls tonight. So y'all, let's chill. Let's see where the trolls is going. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, Nixon. No shade, was not Nixon. Which U.S. president was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? Marina, Latrina, hello, sis in the chat. Welcome. We're just doing trivia real quick for a few minutes, and we also was wishing Jolia's husband Henry a happy birthday. Today is his birthday, and we got Mika's birthday is coming up. We got a whole bunch of Pisces in the house. Okay, Pisces is rocking and taking over. Which U.S. president was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? Jolia speaking, she said, Marina, hey, boo. It says, hello, Marina. Okay, G2 Country Girl speaking. So the question was what U.S. president was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck? All righty. Are you cheating? Lay dog Abraham Lincoln. There's no cheating. It is Abraham Lincoln, I realize. But no laptops, no Googling, and no phone. I don't know how you knew that, because you had somebody put Martin Luther King. I don't know if you know, but Martin Luther King was not one of the presidents. But okay, we're going to give it to you. Lady Dog 21 got it as Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was known to carry a four-leaf clover for good luck. Abraham Lincoln was the answer. It says, I'm not cheating. I didn't say you was cheating, but I'm just saying no laptops, no phone, no Googling. But that's cool. You got it right. We gave it to you. It says, Tony, it says, I said, oh, you said Lincoln first. My bad, Tony, yo, man. I didn't see that. It's so many people coming in the chat, and I might skip over people. I do apologize. G2 Country Girl says, hello, Angel. She's speaking. So, Tony, yo, man, and Lay Dog got it, okay? Let's continue on. Shay is laughing. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the supposed effect of gifting your four-leaf clover to someone else? Why would you gift your four-leaf clover to someone else? What would be the purpose? Does anybody know the reasoning behind that? What would be your reasoning for gifting your four-leaf clover to someone else? Does anybody know? Maybe I get to turn a different light, because that's still too. Tony, your man got it right. So if you have a four-leaf clover and you gift it or give it to someone else, traditionally it represents, what you're doing is you're supposed to have double the luck, double your luck when you give your four-leaf clover to someone. It says, Country Girl says, to get a hug or a kiss. I like that. Mary got it right. Tony, yo, man, it is for double the luck. So if you have a four-leaf clover, the old wise tale, I guess, then if you gift it and you, say for instance, you had a four-leaf clover and you gave it to me, you are supposed to have, I guess, double the luck or something. That's what it's saying, double the luck. Maybe I can turn. Hey, I'm not getting, okay, there it is. I'm not liking what I'm getting. Double the luck. Okay, for good luck. Yes, Mary. I'm just having this is not good. I'm trying to get a good angle. Okay, that's gonna have to be. It says profound gesture or goodwill As tradition, it says holds that share the rare symbol of faith, hope, love, and luck. Okay, yes, yes, yes. G2 Country Girl, it says, ha ha. It's the cartridge, good luck. It's the take back again after. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's continue on. Ready? So we got that one. Let's continue on. This is like a joke, but I'm gonna ask you, what kind of jewelry does an Easter bunny wear? Does anybody know what type of jewelry does a Easter bunny wear? Does anybody know what type of jewelry does a Easter bunny wear? It says, I gotta run, have fun, y'all. Well, thank you for dropping by, Shay. I really appreciate that. What kind of jewelry does a Easter What type of jewelry a Easter bunny wear? Tony says a egg necklace. Nope, not an egg necklace. Well, I guess, well, no, you pretty close. Pretty close. It says the Street Fighter 6 Jun Hell bunny figure. No. What type of jewelry does a Easter bunny wear? Does anybody know that answer? A rabbit foot? Nope. An egg necklace? Nope. It says you don't know. Nope. Marina? Nope. What kind of jewelry does a Easter bunny wear? Nobody knows. What type of jewelry does an Easter bunny wear? Well, in case you guys didn't know, since you can't figure it out, the type of jewelry that an Easter bunny wears, a 14 karat gold necklace. I kid you not. That's what the answer is. Get it? 14 karat. Get it? Carat bunny gold necklace. Don't ask me. Okay, don't ask me, all right? Dodio Man says earring. Kelly, hello, welcome. It says, hey, Yolanda, how are you? I'm doing fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It says, how are you? I'm doing fine. Tim King said, good morning, Yolanda. Thank you, Tim. Hey, welcome to Mika's Laugh. I thought that was funny as heck. So you guys didn't know the answer was, what kind of jewelry does an Easter bunny wear? Nobody can get it. And the answer, believe it or not, is 14 karat, get it, carat gold necklace. Hey, but it's made out of carats. Okay, so yes, that's what it is. Henry is laughing. It says 4-leaf clover. Nope. Julia's laughing. Yeah, 14 karat. Hey, chat in the mods. It says welcome, Kelly. Antonio Man laughing. It says that makes sense. Carat, yes, but the carat is not C-A or like the carat, like a 14 karat gold is carat, C-A-R-R. Get it, like a carrot that a rabbit eats. So, hey, Callie, everybody is speaking. Callie is laughing. Tim King says, hello, everyone in the chat. Mary is speaking. Tim King, everybody is speaking. Chill Will says, hello, Yolanda, chat in the Sunday. Hello, Chill Will, welcome. Everybody that's welcome here, I thank you. We're going to continue on. But, yes, that was a good one. That was a good one. It says, Jolie said, Chill Will, hun. She's speaking, said, hey, Chill Will. Everybody's continue to speaking. We're going to continue on. Okay, so can anybody tell me why are chocolate bunnies often hollow? If you notice when you buy a chocolate bunny, they are hollow. Does anybody know why manufacturers make hollow chocolate bunnies? If you notice, they are not solid. They are hollow. Why are chocolate bunnies made hollow? Does anybody know the answer to that? Does anybody know? Chill Will says blessings to you. Blessings. She says blessings to all. Does anybody know why are chocolate bunnies often hollow? It says to make them easier to eat without breaking your teeth. Yep, you got it. To make them easier. Yep. So that's correct. So chocolate bunnies, the reason why they're made hollow, to avoid breaking your teeth. It says no soul. Tony, yo man, please. Says hi team, Marina. But Layton Dog 21 got it right. So in case you guys always wondered when you see the chocolate bunnies, Why are they hollow? They are made hollow so they will not break your teeth. I never really thought of that. I really never ever thought of that. But that is why they are made, okay? Let's continue on, you guys. Let's continue on. Alrighty. Which English letter is also a word used to ask a question? Let me repeat that. Which English letter is also a word used to ask a question? I'll read it again. Which English letter out of the alphabet is also a word, but it's also used to ask a question? No, it's not and. It's not and. It's not and. Which English letter is also a word from the alphabet and is also used to ask a question? Antonio Man said and. Nope. LOL, and nope. Which English letter is also a word used to ask a question? Everybody's saying and. No, it is not and. I said it first, bro. But even if you said it first, it's not and. You guys can't figure it out? No Googling? No. It says, Tim, it says, sorry, didn't get what was the question. The question was, Tim, what English letter out of the alphabet is also a word used to ask a question? That dog got it, and it's the letter Y. Y, like Yolanda. You use the letter Y and then Y, W-H-Y. If it makes sense. Y says Y also. Okay, yeah, so, but he got it right again. And the question was, which English letter is also a word used to ask a question? And it is the letter from the alphabet Y, like the name Yolanda, and the word is Y, W-H-Y. Jolene, it says everyone said why. What? What says? Oh, Jolene, right. Yeah, that's a good one though. But that is what it was. It is why. Okay. This has got to be simple. Does anybody know how many letters are in the alphabet? How many letters are in the alphabet? How many letters are in it? Do not start counting, y'all. Y'all should have learned this in elementary. How many letters are in the alphabet? Or probably in preschool. How many letters? No Googling, no laptops. 27. Nope, it's not 27, G2 country girl. How many letters are in the alphabet? How many letters are in the alphabet? Tony, your man laughing. Tim got it. It is 26. 26. Jolia laugh. What y'all laughing for? Tony, your man said 26. It is. Oh, late dog. It is 26. Correct. It is 26 letter. Mary said 23. It's not 23. It is 26 letters in the alphabet. So whoever said 26, they got it correct. And the question was, how many letters are in our alphabet? And it is 26 letters that are in a alphabet. Oh, y'all, time flying. Let's hurry up and keep this. Which letter is the most frequently used in the English language? Which letter, out of all of the letters in the alphabet, which letter is the most frequently used in the English language? Out of all the letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to Z, which letter is most frequently used in the English language? Tim, he said and. No, it's a letter, just a letter. G2 country girl says A. No. Laptop says A. And nope, it's not in. Hey, 80s baby. And nope. It's just a letter, one letter. Laptop is saying, let me read it again. Listen, pay attention. Which letter is the most frequently used? A letter. Like if you're writing the letter Z, which letter is frequently used in the English language? We use this one letter in just about every time we write something or whatever. 80s babies, hello love. He's saying and. You got it. It is E. The letter is E. E is, and I did not know that. E is the most frequently used letter in the alphabet. You got it, dog 21. It is E. If anybody said E, you got it right. Boss lady, hello love. She said thank you. So the question was again, which letter is the most frequently used in the English language? And the answer is E. Tony, your man is speaking. 80s baby, everybody is speaking. Let's continue on. Mary said and. Nope, the letter is E. Okay, let's continue. Okay, does anybody listen? Pay attention. It says, dog. It says, I have to go to bed. Sorry. See you tomorrow. Okay, have a good one. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate that. All righty. Let's continue on. Oh, Jolia said, good night, dog. It says, have a good one. See you tonight. Okay, let's continue on. All righty. Who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving times? Who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time and the order of the waste daylight? Who is credited for that? Everybody's saying good night to dog. Good night, dog. I have to go to bed. Good night. Does anybody know who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time? George Hudson? Nope, not George Hudson. Tim said George Hudson. Nope. Who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time? Tim said George Hudson. It's not George Hudson. No Googling, no laptops, no phones. Don't even call and ask a neighbor. Don't even ask the dog. Tony, your man said he don't know. Just you can't. Can anybody guess? I'll give you guys a few more minutes. Who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time? G2 Country Girls said Edison. Nope. Tim said I'm stumped. Okay, it's not Edison. So I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay, I'm gonna say it. What, we got a traffic jam going here? What's going on, y'all? Look at all of these trucks backed up. We've got a traffic jam going on. Okay, let's continue on. So the question was, who is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time? And you guys put different answers in there. Mary said, I don't know. And the answer is William Willett. William Willett. W-I-L-L-E-T-T. William Willett. Willett, he is credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving times. Tony, your man said God. Lord, okay, I'm not finna laugh, but hey, you know, he invented a lot of stuff, but Tony, we're not finna go there with you right now. But that's a, you know, hey, I get it. But we gonna stick to it. We're gonna go with, his name is William Willett. William Willett was credited with inventing the concept of daylight saving time. Okay, all righty, you guys, we're gonna continue on. Let's continue on. Which city is in the time zone UTC +8? Which city is in the time zone U as in umbrella, T as in time, C as in carrot, T and the letter 8? Don't know, God. Tony is laughing. Tim K. It says, I never knew, but now I know. I actually thought Hudson. No, I know it. It's William Willett. That's time changed, so everybody know. So which city in the time zone UTC plus 8? Which city is in the time zone U? Tony Yo Man said Virginia, nope. Chill Will said Houston, nope. You guys got some more guess? Which city is in the time zone? U as in umbrella, T as in time, C as in carrot, plus 8, like the number 8, EIGHT. Which city is in the time zone? U, T, C plus 8. Nobody knows? No Googling? Chill Will says San Diego. Nope, not San Diego. You guys, we already was going to wrap it up, y'all. Come on with these answers now. Y'all moving slow. I be trying to do the easy ones. I'm sorry about my window is dirty, y'all. So Chill Will says San Diego. Henry says, nope, not Anchor, nope. But so far, Henry is, Anchor, well, no, well, he's about the closest, put it like that. I guess he is. Which city in the time zone UTC plus 8? Which city? No Googling. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It is Hong Kong. I figured Joe, Leah, and Henry would actually, they travel a lot. It is Hong Kong. Or normally Rachel, for my people that travel a lot. Tim says, it says, I'm not sure. Seattle. Nope, Henry is not Seattle. It is actually Hong Kong. Now, I don't know why it said that. It says, which city is in the time zone? UTC plus 8. And it is Hong Kong. Henry says, damn, way off. LOL. Jolia says, girl, my brain not here. Henry says, Seattle. Tim said, I'm not sure. Henry says, damn way. Yeah, it was off. You went, yeah. But I thought you or Jolia. I figured you, Jolia, or Rachel would have said it because y'all travel a lot. And I just knew Tim would get it because Tim is so good at this. And I figured Tony Yo Man would know it because he be on it. Especially for the traveling people. Especially for the people that travel, okay? Let's continue on, you guys. Let's continue on. Okay, which U.S. state does not observe daylight saving time? Which U.S. state does not observe daylight saving time? I know Jolia or Henry about to come through. Somebody. I was talking about Arizona. I knew Henry. Yep. It is Arizona and Hawaii, actually. Arizona and Hawaii. And the reason why I say certain people because they travel. G2 Country Girl said Washington. Nope. Equilibrium said hi, hello, welcome. So the question was, which U.S. state does not observe daylight saving times? And Henry got it. It is Arizona, and it is also Hawaii is on the list. G2 Country Girl said Washington. So I don't want to leave anybody out. If you guys want to drop in some more, Tony Yo Man said Virginia. Nope, not Virginia. The answer was Arizona, and it's also Hawaii. Those, they do not observe daylight savings time. Arizona and Hawaii does not observe daylight savings time, okay? All righty, let's continue on. So here we go, you guys. What is the most common time? Listen, pay attention, you guys. What is the most common time displayed on ads and on analogs, clocks, and watches? Which, you know, when you see an ad or you go in the store or a TV ad, they always got to watch. What time is always displayed? What is the most common time displayed on ads and analogs, clocks, and watches? What time? Virginia Marina says, I am still here, sis. Was on the phone with mama. I appreciate it. And I understand if you guys got to leave. Hey, I just appreciate you being here. It says Tim King. It says, I'm back. Lock me out again. I don't know what's going on, Tim, but welcome back. And the question was, what is the most common time displayed on ads and on analogs, clocks, and watches? Like when you see a watch just displayed, what is the common time that's on there? Henry says 6. Nope. Tony, your man, says 12. Nope. It is a weird number. It threw me for a loop. Again, the question was, what is the most common time displayed on ads and analog clocks and watches? I thought that too, Tony. You would think 12. You guys can figure that one out. Tim got it. It is exactly 10:10. And you know, I've been watching ads and stuff, and it is correct. If you start looking at stuff, the most common time that you see on ads with watches and clocks and stuff, Mary said 5. Nope, it's always 10:10. And I never knew that until I seen this question. The most common time, like if you see an ad and somebody got like on a Rolex or some type of Citizen's watch, it is 10:10. Look at that the next time you see an ad with a watch. Or if you go in stores or certain places and analog, all the watches, the clocks, everything, even on a newspaper ad, if they show a clock, look at it. It's 10:10, like a sale or an ad, and it's showing a clock or a watch. Yep. So let's continue on. It shows 10:10. Mary said 5. Nope, it's 10:10. Now we got a few more minutes, about 15 minutes. We're going to be wrapping it up. All righty, let's continue on. This is a simple one, but I'm just going to test you guys real quick. Okay. Name an animal starting with the letter P. Just name any animal starting with the letter P. Any animal starting with the letter P. Anybody can name an animal starting with the letter P. Okay, Marina said pig. That's one. Tim said a tiger. No, with a P. Tim with a P. Like pocket, P. Panda, Mary said panda. Yep, got it. I'm sorry if I said T. Peacock, Tony, yep. We'll take a few more. That's simple. Name an animal starting with the letter P. P as in Paul. P as in pepper. Pocket. Okay? Peacock. Tim K says, oh, okay, I can't hear. A peasant, Tim said, a peasant, yep. Porcupine, we got it, yep. All righty. Let's continue on. Oh, my nose is starting to act up. Got a porcupine. We'll continue on here, y'all. All righty. All righty. All right, does anybody know this? This is simple. A python, yes. So let's continue on. How long can a person live without water? Does anybody know about how long a person can live without water? How long can a person live without water? Marina got it right. It's 1 week. 1 week, exactly 1 week. Tim says, oh, by the way, glad you're back, Yolanda. I appreciate that, Tim. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just dealing with life. Like I say, hey, my aunt, it's just a lot, but I'm back, I'm still dealing with life though. Tim said 3 days. Nope, Marina got it right. Tim, is a week. So after a week, it's a wrap. And the question was, how long can a person live without water? Marina got it, and it is approximately 1 week. Tony, your man, said 2 weeks. Nah, that's a long time to go without water. That's a long time to go without water, Tonyo, man. But nope, it is 1 week. 1 week a person can live without water. That was the answer. So let's continue on, you guys. We got about 10 minutes. We're going to wrap it up. I'm like Jolia. I'm trying to get that hour out the way. It might slide a little bit. But I picked that up from Jolia, and I picked this trivia up from Mother Capricorn. And from the names, I had did that from Rocking with Cowboy. You know how you pick some up for everybody. It says, Tim, it says, I can't go a day without water. I know that's right. I can't go so many minutes without water, Tim. Okay, let's continue on, you guys. Which fruit is 95% water? Which fruit is 95% water? Which fruit is 95% water? Does anybody know that one? It's one fruit that is 95% water. No Googling, no laptops. Which fruit is 95% water? Nobody knows? I hope my chat didn't freeze y'all. Are y'all still thinking? Somebody put something in the chat, a thumbs up or something. Because I don't know if it's froze up or it's just taking a while for you guys to answer. Okay, y'all are still there. Y'all thinking. Mary said a cucumber. Nope, not a cucumber. Jolia said we're here. Which fruit is 95% water? Okay, Joe, I appreciate that. Because we almost done, you guys. Almost at that hour. Which fruit is 95% water? Mary said cucumber. It's not cucumber. Does anybody know? Nobody knows which fruit is 95% water? Chill Will says cucumber or watermelon. Nope. Mary is saying 100. Nope. I'll give y'all the answer in a few minutes. We'll wait for a couple more people. Which fruit is 95% water? Chill Will said we here. Okay, so I'll tell you guys. It says everyday living life with the king. Hello, Donna. Welcome, love. Everyday living life with the king. Welcome. It says Tim said watermelon, but it's not showing up. YouTube is tripping. No, but it's not watermelon. It is tomato. Marina got it. It is tomato. A tomato is 95% water, and I never knew that myself. So it said the question was which fruit is 95% water, and it is a tomato. And Marina got it right. Hey, Donna, welcome. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube because, and let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this real quick before we continue on because we're about to wrap it up. So you guys, if y'all go and leaving, it's something, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But like Queen, she reached out to me. Like, for whatever reason, people comments are just disappearing. Like, I don't know what is going on with YouTube. Like, either people are not getting the comments or they're not seeing them or they're just disappearing. And I have went to like even Jolia page and left multiple comments, and I have to say, hey Jojo, I hope you're getting the comments. She'll get some of them she won. I'll go over to like Marina's page and watch multiple videos and leave a comment. I don't even get a reply from her, and I'll go back and my comments is gone. So all I can say to you guys is I have no idea. Just like now in the chat, apparently Tim can't comment, and it happens when he goes over sometimes over there to Mother Capricorn. So I just wanted to say that you guys don't think it's the computer. I'm not saying I'm blaming it on YouTube. It could be a glitch in the computers, but I'm gonna tell y'all it is something going on. Nobody take it personally. It's a lot going on with YouTube, y'all. People, man, you know what? Let's continue because I'm not even finna go there. Because if I go there, it's gonna be a hot mess. So we're not gonna get off topic. So let's go back to the comment. It says Jolene says, I think YouTube tripping. Child, YouTube is beyond tripping. I don't know what is going on. says everyday living life. It says, hope you're doing well. Glad to see you back live. Yes, I am. Just dealing with stuff. Like I said, I lost my auntie, but it's all good. I mean, she's in a better place, but I don't want to go into that sadness. Just dealing with stuff for right now, you know. Marina says, and it says, and I didn't Google. Okay. Jolie says, Henry says it's lagging and it's slow on my end. I have no idea what's going on. Jolie says, go Marina. It says, we don't have to Google sis, LOL. It says, yes, it's a long going to the YouTube. Yes, I don't know what's going on, but let's continue on, you guys. All righty. So, if I ask you, can anybody tell me what are the 3 primary grades for indicating quality? If you went to the store right now and you bought beef, what will you see on there to knowing that you have quality? Tim says, Yolanda. Yes, I see you, Tim. So if you went to go buy some beef, what will you see on there to know that it's quality? What would be on there? It's 3 to 4 things that would be on the meat package. What would be on there? It's 3 primary grades for beef. What are the grades for the beef? Does anybody know? Tony said the color. No, color is not one. What would be on the label? 3 days? Nope. Mary said A. Nope. It's depending on what meat you get for the beef, it's gonna have. Tim said high prices. It's a good one. That is a good one. High price. So, considering you guys don't know, I'll go ahead and tell you. And the question was, what are the 3 primary qualities that you would see on a package of beef? Jolia got it right. 1 is prime. She is absolutely right. Does anybody know the other ones? You will see this on there. Marina said exactly, Tim. They talking about them high prices. Jolia says, it says, I don't remember prime, choice, or select. Jolia got it right. She says prime, choice, and select. And the next one will be USDA. Jolia got it right, and so did everyday living life with the king. Prime, choice, and select. Yes, you will see prime, choice, and select, and the next one will be USDA. Mary said grade A. No, grade A wouldn't be on there, but you would think. But everyday living life with the king got it right. Jolia got it right, and you would see on there it would say USDA. That's what I always noticed. And Marina got it right, USDA, choice, and it would say prime, choice, and select. So if you guys ever go, you would see on there, it would indicate, it would say USDA, prime, choice, and select, okay? We got a couple more minutes, y'all, and we will be wrapping it up, okay? All righty, let's continue on. How tall is the standard kitchen table? Does anybody know how tall is the standard kitchen table? A standard kitchen table. How tall is it? Everybody is speaking. How tall is the standard kitchen table? Tony, your man says 35 inches. No. How tall is the standard kitchen table? How tall is the standard kitchen table? Marina got it. It is actually 3 feet. Tim said 30 to 40. Marina is 3 feet. Mary said 4 feet. The standard kitchen table is 3 feet, y'all. 3 feet. 3 feet. So whoever said 3 feet got it. You guys, we got about a couple more minutes. I'm actually a couple more, and we are going to be done. All righty? All righty. Let's continue on real quick. I hate to rush y'all, but I'm trying to get out. I got some stuff to do. Okay? We're going to ask a couple more questions. Marina, I love the hearts. Thank you. It says, answer this, you guys. Answer this. Put the answer in the comment. Marina says I'm smart. I know that's right, girl. Okay, here we go. Do fresh eggs sink or do they float in water? If you have a fresh egg and you dropped it in a thing of water, would it float or would it sink? Jolia says, you are boo. Yes, she said I'm smart. Marina says, thanks, Jolia. Okay, do fresh eggs sink or do they float? Tony, your man said that they float. Nope, that's not correct, Tony, your man. They sink. Yes, they do. Tim got it right. They sink. So you guys didn't know? Older eggs float. If you have an egg that's old, it's going to float. So who said they sink? If you have a fresh egg, it's going to sink. So sink is the question. And the answer was, do fresh eggs sink or float in water? And the answer is they sink. If you have an older egg, it will float. Okay? All righty. So I'm going to ask 2 more questions and we're going to call it in. Which tree is often called the queen of the American South? Which tree is often called the queen of the American South? Does anybody know? Which tree is called? I know all y'all people in the South got to know this. Which tree is often called the queen of the American South? A oak? Nope, Tony, it's not an oak. Longleaf pine, Tim? Nope. Which tree is often called, pay attention, Marina got it, the magnolia. Mary got it, yes, baby. When y'all go down south, that's all y'all see, the magnolia. The magnolia tree is called the queen of the American South. So whoever said the magnolia, that they absolutely got it correct. That is the tree, the queen, that is of the South, okay? Right. Okay, let me do 1 more, you guys. Well, maybe 2 more. We'll give it 5 more minutes, couple of minutes. Okay, let's continue on. Mary said magnolia. Tim, it says, dang, I got 3 in my yard. Really? And you didn't know that, Tim? Marina said, too smart. Okay, let's continue on, you guys. Which snacks were invented in Tennessee? It's the #1 snack that's invented in Tennessee. Y'all got to know this one. I know if Donna and Tim got to know this one. And it's a snack that everybody loves. My favorite treat, Mary said. It says born in Alabama. I know that's right. Which snack was invented in Tennessee? There's 2 main ones, but it's a popular one. The Twinkies. Tony said Twinkies. Nope. Which snack was invented in Tennessee? Tim, it says Google cluster. Nope. Tim, what? Oh my gosh. Nope, nope, nope. It's the #1 snack, and everybody has had one. Which snack was, basically Tennessee is known for this snack. Every time you hit the state line, they got a big old billboard advertising it to come to their, they got a big old, like, what do you call it? I didn't pick up there. They got a big old, a warehouse. Famous Amos? No, I'm surprised Tim or Donna don't know. They live in Clarksville, Tennessee. Google cluster? No, I thought the Google cluster too. Hostess cupcakes? Nope. What snacks were invented in Tennessee? I am stumped, y'all. Not the Hostess cupcake, not Famous Amos, not the Google cluster, not Twinkies. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. Moon pies. Moon pies. Y'all had a moon pie? Y'all know Tennessee is known for their moon pies. They got to, when you go to Tennessee, they invite you guys to come to the moon pie. It's like a factory where they make the moon pies, and you can go there and you can buy the moon pies and you can take a tour. I'm surprised, like Donna and Tim, have y'all ever been to the moon pie factory? And she said ding dong. Nope, it is actually moon pie, and actually they got another one, crystal hamburgers, but the snack was moon pies. Moon pies. That is known for Tennessee. I don't know why, but that's what it's saying. Okay, what snacks were invented in Tennessee. It says sitting right here and didn't know. Yes, moon pies. Now you know. So that's what it says. And it also has Crystal's hamburgers. I guess that's a snack because they sell it. It says Tim. It says I've also so many moon pies. It says I should have known. Yeah, that's what I'm shocked. I just know moon pies. And I love me some moon pies. Love me some moon pies. Okay? Alrighty, you guys. So this is our last one, and we're gonna call it tonight. You guys should be able to notice. Which state is known as the volunteer state? Which state is known as the volunteer state? It says, I love chocolate. I have so many moon pie. Yes, it's in here. Mimo. It says, hello, Shanika. Welcome. Tim, it says, we have even been there. Right. Marina said Memphis. Nope, not Memphis. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is Tennessee. My bad. Tim said Tennessee. She said Memphis. But it is Tennessee, the state. So the question was, which state is known as the volunteer state? And that volunteer state is Tennessee. Tennessee. All righty. There you go. I could ask some more, but we continue on and on. But you guys, we're going to go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and call it the night. You guys, let me wrap this round. And it is Tennessee. So, you guys, we went a few minutes longer. Let me wrap this back around, you guys. Let me flip it. Y'all can barely see me. I'm here. Hello. Welcome. It's crooked. But you guys, we're going to end this here. We could go on and on. It's been more than an hour. But like I said, you guys, it's Henry's birthday. I won't say it's my birthday. It's Henry's birthday. It's his birthday. It's his birthday. For you guys don't know, Henry is in the chat. And it is Jolia's husband. It is his birthday today. And it is actually his birthday. So you guys, again, let's continue to wish Henry a happy birthday. And got a lot of Pisces up in the house tonight, you guys. I thank every last one of you guys for coming in. It says great live. Mary is speaking. Tony, your man, next time. Volunteer state, everybody. Jolia, it says it's your birthday. I appreciate it. But I'm going to end this. I thank you guys. We went over a few minutes, but that's okay. It's all good. Good night. What's up? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey. Happy birthday, Henry. God bless you, man. And may you see many more. It's a blessing. The best gift that you can get in the world, baby, is to see another birthday. That's in my opinion. They asked me, what you want for my birthday? What you want for your birthday? To see another birthday. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming and rocking with your girl. Y'all have a good night. It's Yolanda, and I'm out. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's Henry's birthday. It's his birthday. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Henry. God bless you and many more. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.